everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. And I am here today with my weekly home fragrance empties and some partials as well. Things that I've been melting in my aromatherapy sessions, if you will. I've kind of been craving the same things, usually feminine perfumey vibes as well as bakery. So those two places on the scent wheel have my heart. So I'm excited to talk about what I got through this week. So if you want to know, then just stay tuned. This is what the basket's looking like this week. Quite a few partials, quite a few empties. We'll do the cotton balls first. Finish up my last bag of the 90 count super jumbo. I roll down the bag when it gets smaller quantities in here. So this was in my bedroom. And then I refilled my cotton ball holder in my living room with a 200 count. Usually I'll do like a half a bag with each refill. So bag typically lasts me about a week. Maybe a bag and a half. So 300. Dang, that's a lot of cotton. Okay. So that's it for the cotton. Let's do the partials. And I have a wide variety of vendors for partial. These things are smelling so good in here. Okay, awesome. So the only one I have two from is Teddy Bees. So we'll do those first. Been getting into some more of my tubs and forget-me-nots, which to me is just a little bit bigger than a tub, but it's in a tin versus a tub. Anyway, so I melted through about half, just a lot, because I put some in the crock, did the tea lights, and then all of the warmers in the living room of Dark Desires. I am smitten over this. I was smitten over it when I got it. And I don't know how old this blend is from Tiffany, but it is Chef's Kiss if you appreciate cashmere berries deliciousness. So this is cashmere cream, blackberries, vanilla orchid, and cotton candy musk. This was so pretty. Such a pretty scent. I need to know what cotton candy musk is and where I can obtain it. I love berries with cashmere cream, berries with boardwalk marshmallow. I'm finding that I love vanilla orchid because it's a sweeter floral, but it's not powdery and it's not very overwhelming in the sense where typically florals for me are an automatic no. But the way that this is blended is fabulous. Loved this. This on Scent Appeal is a 10 out of 10. I would say I got about a 7 or so out in the living room. It did better when I had the crock and the tea lights filled, but also this was one that I wanted to make sure I didn't miss. So I used all that warming apparatuses in the living room, and it was a great experience. Another one that I tried, this was new last summer. I went through half a tub here of the salted marshmallow and waffle cone blend. And this is warm waffle cone, marshmallow peeps, beach treats, a hint of salted caramel, and salty sea air. This was fabulous. I did this as an evening melt. Sorry, I have to open the bag. Even in my partials, I keep the bags together with the tin or the tubs, so I don't forget to put it back in my collection whole so nothing seeps out the lids. I love this so much. Waffle cone and beach nights is one of my favorite combinations. I've had it in blends I've made. I've had it from other vendors. It's just delicious because it gives this really beautiful brown sugar undertone. which also plays well on the salted caramel note in here, but it's in the background. It doesn't take over the blend. You can smell the beach nights. And then as it progresses, you get more of the salty sea air. The combo of the caramel and the salty sea air is so delicious. Along with this waffle cone beach marshmallow pizza and beach treats. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I feel like, was it like an equivalent to marshmallow cake by the ocean? But warmer, richer, more decadent. I love the salted marshmallow waffle cone. I'll be looking forward to melting some more of that as well. Okay, in my warmers tonight. Like drum roll. Okay, I'm actually doing a combination. So in my ceramic warmers, I have about 6 pieces here of my tub of Cloudy with a Chance of Cozy from Knoll's Farm Scents, which is, this is a stunning blend. I melted some of this last week and I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and try it tonight. Because it was raining, just wanted something sensual, creamy, pretty, and all the cozy vibes. Something about the combination of these 3 oils is a beautiful, beautiful medley. Absolutely love this. So this is going in my Scentsy warmers currently. And then in my 2 tea lights and my bedroom, I have a new blend that I'm offering in my pre-order coming up, and I'm calling it Be Still. The notes in this are creamy vanilla, almond milk, cane sugar, musk, and amber, which is the Toyota by Indult type. Forgive me, I'm like illiterate when it comes to perfumes. Eilish One, which I'm obsessed with, cashmere cedar, and boardwalk marshmallow. So this plays on the boardwalk marshmallow note that is in Travis's Cloudy with a Chance of Cozy. But then this also brings a creamier vanilla ambiance to the medley going on in the air. And before I had decided that I was going to put this in the warmers, I had already put a pie piece of this in my tea light on my coffee table. And I was like, oh, immediately, yes, let's go. So I was like, okay, now I'm going to put the rest of this glam. I have 4 pieces here in the bedroom. 2 in my crock and 1 each in my, I have the Simply Diamond here on my nightstand, and then 25 watt mermaid glass mosaic warmer on my dresser across the room. And I just put these in. These haven't even melted down all the way. I'm just looking forward to it going in the air. This is just so pretty, very feminine, creamy because of the Toyota by Induit type, which is a beautiful vanilla perfume. I actually have like a decanted sample and it is so pretty. I'm just here for all the vanilla perfume dupes. Eilish One, also a vanilla, but you also get nuances of berries and coconut and amber and beautifulness. So this combination, highly recommend. Beautiful. I'm actually really looking forward to the rest of the meltdown for the Cloudy of the Chance of Cozy because it just smells so flippin' good. Earlier today, I decided, forgot to grab a clam. I decided to have a lavender morning. So I pulled from I Heart Wax Lavender Queen of the Sea. So I did 3 shapes cut in half. So I put those in all my warmers. Not the crock. The crock is turned off. For today, this has I Heart Wax's Queen of the Sea, which is pink sugar, salty sea air, and twisted mermaid blended with lavender and coconut milk sorbet. This is so pretty. If you kind of like the salted lavender combination from other vendors, like the salty sea air mixed with lavender, this has a sweeter kind of, there's a fruity nuance to this as well, and I think that may be in the Twisted Mermaid. I'm kind of also picking up on the fruit notes, like the raspberry that comes in pink sugar. And maybe there's something magical in the coconut milk sorbet. I need some more of Audra's lavender coconut creations. So this was stunning. Absolutely refreshing. Kind of spa-like, but also sweet, like how I like my things. So this was beautiful, and I would definitely get some more of that. And I still have about, I think, 2 shapes in here. So this will probably have to be finished off here in the bedroom and the bathroom. And I'll probably do that this week or so. Lavender Day. And then in my bedroom, I melted 2 cubes here from Lavender and Speckles in Calm Nights, which this is beautiful. This is a blend of Calm and Wild, which is sweet lavender and iced vanilla woods, and marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and a hint of s'mores. So Beth's Virgin and Beach Nights mixed with lavender and additional lavender notes from the iced vanilla woods. This was so pretty. I'm so glad I could smell this. Remember when I had COVID, I couldn't smell this and I tried to melt it because I was like, I need something strong. I can't smell nothing. And I know, double negative. It was hard being sick with COVID, and the immense pressure from the sinuses was putting pressure on my vagal nerve in my face. So I wasn't able to smell anything. I could smell this. This was still going when I came home from work today, but I wanted to change it out. I'm looking forward to finishing this off. I still have 4 pieces here. I'll probably end up melting here in the bedroom or the bathroom or the living room and my 2 tea lights. This will hold me for a long time. So love Calm Nights. What a beautiful blend. I've also gone through about a half a bag here of Santa's Pipe from Rose Girls. This is my outer double bag. Santa's Pipe is blue sugar, blazing bonfire, cherrywood pipe smoke, smoky tobacco leaf, and vanilla bean. Just a really creamy as in. There's a lot of vanilla in here with the blue sugar as well as all of the tobaccos. Marshmallow notes from the Bonfire Bliss. Or blazing bonfire. Or maybe it's just tricking my nose that there's a marshmallow note. There's definitely some sweetness to this. Like, this is a very sweet tobacco combination, cozy. There's some cedar notes in here. I'm definitely getting some sweet smoke. Oh, this is so flipping good. Melted this out in the living room, and on the same day, I had tried 2 to 3 little shapes here for a Poet's Lair from Swanky here in my bedroom, which this also has tobacco, and I want to say like library. I love Poet's Lair. I also love Santa's Pipe. This was a beautiful medley wafting in the hallway. Like, I could smell Poet's Lair coming down the hall, and then I would get whiffs of Santa's Pipe, say like I was wandering from my bedroom to the living room or walking. Just, I could smell both of these, and it was a beautiful tobacco day. Here for tobacco. Also here for some strawberry pound cake. Melted some more here of a Sweet Princess Party from Rose Girls. So I guess I did have 2 vendors. Okay. Sweet Princess Party. This was a no warmer left behind situation. And this was on Monday when I was off. So this is strawberry pound cake, confetti cake, toffee, butterscotch pretzels, cookies, cupcakes to Tiffany's, and vanilla ice cream. I love this. I freaking love this. I feel like you just get the best of Cookie Land and the notes of the cupcakes to Tiffany's and the vanilla cream, and then the strawberry pound cake is a star in this. It just becomes a more multifaceted bakery scent because there's so many layers to this that just give it so much richness. Absolutely scrumptious. I'm here for a Sweet Princess Party. Thank you to Lori for gifting me this loaf because I am definitely getting my melts worth out of this bad boy. Chunk loaves are so cute. All right, next up, Empties. On to Scentsy. I went through 5 bars. One just went yeet across the room. And I will have to get it, so hang tight. Okay, so the mix I did was surprising, but also it was calling to me the moment this club came in. So I mixed in alternate ensign warmers, a bar of frosted vanilla, as well as a bar of sugar in my living room. No warmer was left behind. So you get 8 cubes per bar. So this included my 6 warmers out there, my crock, and my 2 tea lights. My 2 tea lights had alternating scents, but sugar mixed with frosted vanilla was like pink sugar and vanilla birch and more vanilla and a whisper of like frosty air. Absolutely stunning combination. This was an all-dayer for me. Both of these bars are in my club and I'm not going to be getting rid of them. And I would do this mix again. Such a beautiful combination. Finished up a bar of almond croissant in the kitchen. I did pop this in my club when we had the vault release. I find that I don't crave it often, but when I do, it's a very intense craving. So I'm here for almond croissant. This is definitely like an almond Danish. There's scent notes of cinnamon sugar. I don't get any cinnamon sugar. I get like almond cream and a buttery croissant. Stunning, delicious, yummy, great performer. And each time I would melt this in the kitchen, I would do 2 cubes or 2 cubes, 1 cube in each of my warmers in the kitchen. Will last for 2 days in there. So love almond croissant. I want to say this was a scent month last year. I went through a bar of strawberries and cream here in my bedroom. I wanted to love this. And I do love this, but I ended up taking it on my club probably in July. This is a strawberry jam with like whipped cream, powdered sugar. It smells authentic. It is a great performing scent. I did this whole bar in one time here in the bedroom. I shouldn't have done that. Should have did 4 cubes. Got 2 days worth out of this bar here. I have 1 more in my stash to enjoy this spring and summer. The reason why I ended up taking it out of my club is because I do have strawberry lemon cake, which I found I enjoyed more. So strawberries and cream would be a repurchase for me, but I just don't know if I need to club it, you know. I mean, I already took it out, obviously. Then the last bar I went through is Green. The last bar I have used is Green Girl Power from the Wicked collection. And this has jasmine, amber, dewy greens. I really enjoyed this in the bathroom. It's kind of like a fruity, there's a fruity note in here. They don't mention it, but there's definitely like a fruit vibe with this. Floral and green. Scent is refreshing. Not too nauseating. I mean, it is currently in the clearance section, and I do believe it's because they're quitting the licensing contract thing with Universal. So I have my club that I have the pink bar in, the one that smells like bubblegum. I think after March that will go bye-bye, which is sad because it's the most beautiful bubblegum scent I have ever smelled in my life. So not looking forward to that, but I am hoping that the bars will stay in clearance for a little bit longer just so I can accumulate enough to acquire a few sets before it goes bye-bye. Okay, so that's it for Scentsy. I have several of my own blends that I have melted, so we'll do those last. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I wrapped up my brittle here of Angel's Touch from Sassy Girl Aroma. I really enjoy the Angel Share type. in any format, and this is one of the longer lasting versions. Because I have had, I did 3 squares in each of my warmers and a crock here all at one time in my bedroom. It lasted for 4 days, and I am so envious of something that will go that long, but this is one of those scents that just hangs and lingers and is so good. Cognac, cinnamon, hazelnut, vanilla, and oak wood. Like, this is feminine, but also could read masculine. It's just warm, and like, you get the nuances of the cinnamon and the nuttiness of the hazelnut. The cognac gives it like a warm sort of barrel spirit vibe without being too boozy. Like, this is one of my obsessions. I love Angel's Touch. I would get it again, and I will probably obtain some more from Julie some point this year. I've also finished up a 8-piece clam here of Luna Rose Sunday Brunch. Melted this in the kitchen several times this week. This is freshly brewed coffee, blueberry pecan waffles, buttered toast, strawberry jam, cantaloupe fresh squeezed orange juice, and hints of sizzling maple glazed bacon. This is so, this was so much fun. Like, when you first put it in the warmers, the coffee comes off first, then the blueberry pancakes. The cantaloupe orange juice and like the strawberry jam kind of just give it an uplifting where you don't really pick out the specific notes in the warmer. And then as the day goes on, more the bacon note comes out, which is very interesting. I liked this. This was fun. I would get it again. Like, this was highly delightful, and I really enjoyed that. And it was about a medium in the kitchen, so that's pretty good. And the fact that it would go for like a day, I'm happy with that. Next, I have 2 here from Macaron Wax Melts. The first one, obsessed. This one is Pink Wackadoodle. So Susan Fitzpatrick is always talking about whenever she melts a Wackadoodle blend, how much she enjoys it. And I remember purchasing in October, and I was like, ooh, she said Wackadoodle. I got to get this one. This is pink sugar and extra vanilla bean mixed with a Wackadoodle blend, which I feel is just a really scrumptious cookie scent. Oh, this was so good. So good. I did 4 warmers and 2 tea lights. Highly enjoyed that. This one was like a strong performer out in the living room. I am here for pink sugar bakery combinations all day, every day. Continuing on with more sugar. I also melted the 6-pack of macarons in Just the Facts, which is blue sugar, pink sugar, and warm vanilla sugar. This was stunning. I don't remember if this was a day melt, though. I think it was. Oh, this is more dominant to me in the pink sugar, but you also get the warm vanilla sugar and the blue sugar. I love this medley. What an interesting combo. I'd say that one was about a medium in the living room. This one was like a 9 out of 10 for me. And this is from Teddy Bees. Melted the whole souffle in my living room. So, no crock, all the warmers, and my 2 tea lights. I melted Last Kiss. This was just a few days ago. This was so beautiful. And every note in here called to me, and I'm glad I got a souffle, and I wish I had more. This has vanilla birch, plum, black raspberry, vanilla bean, lush peony, spun sugar, creamy vanilla woods, cashmere cream, and a hint of Palo Santo. This was so flippin' pretty. This was like a deep woodsy plum. You definitely get like a tartness from the raspberry as well. There's a creaminess. There's like a beautiful perfume undertone to this, but it's just such a beautiful blend that you can't really say, I know what this is and this is mixed all together. Like, oh, this was so flippin' good. And the vanilla birch did not take over this blend at all. Like, this was just perfect. And I would definitely get more of that. That was such a surprising performing scent for me, but also just really a beautiful combination. And the last one for vendor here is I finish off my bag here of Berry Buttercream Cake from I Heart Wax. Love her labels. Audra's quickly becoming one of my favorites when it comes to bakery. So this has strawberry pound cake topped with fresh cream, wild berries, creamy cheesecake, buttercream icing, and vanilla pound cake. This was so flipping good. Definitely get like the wild berry cheesecake. I can't get this bag open. It's like the wild berries always take over like strawberry pound cake to my nose, but like you can still kind of smell like that whipped cream pound cake undertone. This was scrumptious and such a banger. Oh my gosh, this was so good. You have to like Berry Bakery though. Highly recommend I Heart Wax by Audra. Y'all need to check in. I'm constantly stalking her site, so I'm looking forward to her next opening. Okay. And then the last few here that I have made that I melted this week. So I had 3 pieces here of what I'm calling Vanilla Reverie, which is the heavy cream dupe from Fleur. This has citrus, marshmallow, jasmine, coconut creme, vegan ambrette, vanilla mousse, and whipped cream. So I had 3 pieces of this clam left, as well as 2 pieces here of Bonfire Woods, which is essentially the Bonfire Bash type. So this is vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, cashmere, and roasted marshmallows. Heavy cream and Bonfire Bash, stunning combination. The heavy cream performed pretty well here in the bedroom. Like, I could smell this over the sandalwood, but even as the day progressed, like around hour 10, then I started getting more of the sandalwood tones and the vanilla bourbon from the Bonfire Bash. But what a beautiful combination. So I'm actually doing a blend of Vanilla Skin with Bonfire Bash and something else for my pre-order. But I would highly recommend trying Heavy Cream and Bonfire Bash together. It is so pretty. Feminine, warm, cozy, sexy. Here for it. Okay. I melted through, like, this was an overpour of strawberry rolls. I melted this in my crock the same day that I was melting a Sweet Princess Party. This was stunning because it gave me more of like that jammy strawberry to go with the strawberry pound cake. So this is strawberry jam, vanilla cake pop, strawberry buttercream, sugar cookie dough, and a hint of strawberry milkshake. So strawberry rolls. So I'm proud of this label. So yummy. Also melted through a blend that I'm offering in the pre-order as well. I melted 3 cubes here of what I'm calling, it's not Sweet Things, late night snacking. I don't remember what I renamed it. This is blackberry jam butter cookies, pecan pancakes, maple or pumpkin pecan pancakes. Pumpkin pecan waffles. I have one oil that is pecan pancakes, like pumpkin praline pancakes, which does kind of come off a little bit more rich, less maple, more caramel, and the pecan nuttiness. And then I also do have the PPW dupe oil as well. So anyway, I don't know which one I use. Probably the praline one. And glazed donuts. Oh, so good. This is like, this smells to me like a hot and fresh Krispy Kreme donut. I can't melt the rest of this because I need to use this for reference when I do my pouring and my scent ratio, because I don't even know if I have the recipe written down. So looking forward to pouring that for the pre-order. Also went through a shape that I cut in half of Ghoul You Crazy. This is strawberry pound cake, pumpkin praline pancakes, vanilla pound cake, and sugar cookie dough. Clearly been having a strawberry decadent bakery combination this week. That also melted through my souffle here, a Boo Holler. This has blackberries, toasted marshmallow, Palo Santo, and marshmallow fireside. Just a roasty, toasty blackberry scent. I do love this. I love any sort of like smoky vibes. I do wish though the Palo was stronger in here, because I do love a Palo and blackberry moment. Because of the deep tones that Palo Santo has, it reads the same in my mind as eating something salty and sweet. The sweetness of the blackberry, the savory undertones of the Palo Santo. That's how my brain equates it together. This was about a medium strong in the living room. So I would say about a 6, 7. Not too bad, but this one did perform for a whole day. So I'm happy with that. And then, okay. This was a test blend that I was trying out with the Yum Bougie Marshmallow type. So I melted the souffle in the living room. And this one is at 2 weeks old. So we have glazed donuts, Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and strawberry shortcake with vanilla cream. Loved this. But it wasn't strong. So the glazed donuts pairs well with the blackberry jam butter cookies. But the strawberry shortcake and vanilla cream, it was say like maybe 3 out of 10. So this was a womp womp. That's why we make blends to test. But that is everything that I got through this week. I did want to share something that I picked up with my Walmart delivery order that was actually delivered this morning. I grabbed 2 of the vanilla-ish bars from Better Homes and Gardens. This is supposed to be like a dupe of Eilish. This is too much amber. But this is berry, mandarin, vanilla, amber, tonka, and sugar cane. So I'll grab 2. The interesting thing though is that there's 8, not 6. So I will be trying out this out this week. I'm curious to see if the amber tones kind of just are not dominant in the warmers. But this was not what I was expecting when I grabbed these. So very curious to see what happens. Because the Eilish I have, it is more creamy. Like it's not like a heavy cream, but there's like a fluffy lightness to it, which is why I called my blend with Eilish Feather, because it kind of also tied with her Birds of a Feather song. And the amber is in the background. It doesn't dominate the blend like it does in here. So I'm curious to kind of do a comparison. I do also have a bar. I do also have a bar of my blend Feather to melt this week. So we shall see. We can do a side by side. But that's everything that I got through this week. I told you, touching on the perfumey and sweet. It's my favorite. Yeah, I think one of my favorite days though, honestly, is any day that I can melt angel share, some sort of strawberry pound cake day, perfumey, new blends, be still is coming. Oh, I can't wait. I posted the list yesterday on YouTube as well as my Facebook group on CQ Handcrafted Wax for the pre-order that's happening on the 13th. Opening at 7 Central Time. So go check out the scent list. Just ask to be a member if you're not already a member. If you are already a member of CQ Handcrafted Wax Melts on Facebook, thank you so much for joining me along this fun journey. Trying all the things, making fun blends. And you guys are amazing. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye.